Star Wars 9 Backlash. J.J. Abrams changing these two problems of way will fans be happy. If you talk about Rey being a boring, bland, married suit character that nobody can relate to, yeah, but it seems impossible to imagine how a film called 1.3 billion could be regarded as a problem. Yet the Last Jedi divided Star Wars fans like no other, and made Flavor like Jar Jar Binks look like a picnic in meadow on Naboo. One of the biggest points of contention was the intentional stoking of frivolous interest in Rey's potentials. There was more problems than just Rey. There was Rose Tico, there was Holdo, there was Kylo Ren and Rey's connection they had, but what? And there was Snoke the Stein absolutely being a pointless plot device. But the other issue, related issue, concerned her apparent ability to basically be so brilliant at Jedi skills. But they want to, as always, see any leaks with just a huge pinch of salt after multiple reports that stated Abrams intended to incorporate as many nods to Star Wars lore as script rewrites before filming the start last month. The leak said apparently one of those rewrites has changed the character of Rey, giving her more important lineage, an idea J.J. Abrams had originally had filming the Star Force Awakens. Now that he is back for Episode 9, some changes to the script involving Rey's lineage, and it'll be significant. Area 7 Peg said J.J. Abrams had big plans for Rey's lineage, which is coming back filming in Episode 9. Not only that, for those who felt hugely let down by Kylo Ren's possibly false association that Rey was a nobody, could finally help clear up the second major issues. Fans have read our novelizations of Episode 9 and 8, and will know what the books will try to explain Rey's unprecedented abilities in a unsatisfactory way. This book describes The Force Awakens in a hut scene from The Last Jedi where Rey was able to see in the mind of Kylo Ren and all this stuff. If Rey's lineage was significant and does connect to one of the characters we already know, a new character is very powerful in Star Wars universe. It could be a perfect explanation of why she's so powerful, just by why she's so powerful about training. But Rian Johnson of course did this at the Episode 8, but he didn't. This is why he sort of made Rian Johnson made Episode 8, and why J.J. Abrams make his trilogy first. Because really, Episode 7 was made by J.J. Abrams. Episode 8 was made by someone completely different, was the reason why The Last Jedi was so bad. You can't change directors mid-series. That Jurassic Park kind of suffered the same problem as well. They chose a different director for the next movie, and guess what it did? It got mixed reviews by fans and critics alike. And despite this, people still decided to go see the movie and give it a shot. Jurassic World, despite getting all these getting mixed reviews among fans, still people like the movie as a whole. And Jurassic Park World 3 is still being made, and it'll still likely make a lot of money at the box office despite this, because the masses still love dinosaur movies and all that. But Jurassic World also praises the fans for watching the movies, unlike The Last Jedi and Star Wars. But when you look at Jurassic World as well, Jurassic World and if you look at the box office, Jurassic World 1 and 2 only found $400 million apart, around $300 million apart. The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens were $700 million apart. So the next Jurassic Park movie might gross another $1 billion at the box office because of the series' brand name. And unless the movie's like extremely bad and it's just the worst movie ever made, but it likely won't be like that. It'll likely be another 7 out of 10 movie, which it is. But when we look at the Jurassic World movies, the Jurassic World 2 was directed by a nobody. It was directed by J.A. Bayona, which his last movie was A Monster's Calls, which didn't do so well on the box office. And I bet he'll probably make the next movie. But here's the difference between The Last Jedi and this movie. The Last Jedi had really the most confusing story. Fallen Kingdom had a straightforward story. It took place after the first movie, and it at least had connections to the first movie and said, oh, this movie, bad things happened. They explained things better than The Last Jedi. they explained that they had to save the dinosaurs. They had to read the. It was kind of like that middle movie that really nobody says, "Oh, yeah, the middle movie. Yeah, we like the middle movie." But this movie, if you look at Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, which still sold 200 million more. It still sold the same amount foreign. It sold a bit less foreign as well. You look at it's made by Colin Trevorrow, a different person. This is why you don't make directing or changes. You don't change the director of a movie, but Jurassic Park is different than Star Wars. Star Wars, the reason why it was so successful because it was made by the same guy. The story was planned by the same guy. Jurassic Park is more of a big movie, popcorn movie that will sell well no matter what they make, unless it's like a really bad, awful movie that has like nothing to do with anything whatsoever. But people in China and a lot of people still see this film. Jurassic World 2 still sold well in China, with something that The Last Jedi did not do. Jurassic World sold like 200 million in China or something like that. But it's just proof that that Star Wars can be saved. Star Wars can be brought back. Disney just has to make the right moves and apply first and next we'll be going over someday we'll go in over how Disney can fix Star Wars as a franchise and bring back to its original popularity. But it's gonna have to go through many hoops. Make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that. And next time we'll be talking about something else.